With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
If we talk about this question, in this question we are asked that making antiviral drugs is more difficult than making antibacterial medicines, because option A given to us, virus make use of host machinery; B, viruses are on the borderline of living and non-living; C, viruses have very few biochemical mechanisms of their own; D, viruses have a protein coat. So all the given four options are basically the characteristics of the viruses, right? No doubt, but there is a specific reason that why making antiviral drugs is more difficult than making antibacterial drugs, right? So if we talk about the bacteria, right, so they have a cell wall which is basically made of the peptidoglycan, right? The cell wall is made up of a material that's the peptidoglycan, right? So basically, if we talk about the antibacterials, right, if we talk about the antibacterial medicines, right, they basically stop, right, they basically first degrade the cell wall, right, they basically degrade the cell wall of the bacteria, right, cell wall of the bacteria, and then these medicines they basically, right, and then these medicines they stop some or the other metabolisms, right, they basically stop some or the other metabolisms that basically occurs, right, right, in the bacteria, right, in the bacteria. So that basically help, or that is basically effective in controlling further spread of the bacteria in the body, and ultimately the growth of the bacteria stops there, right, because their metabolism gets stopped, right? But if we talk about the antiviral drugs, right, if we talk about the antiviral drugs, right, so since the viruses, right, if we talk about the viruses, right, they have very few biochemical metabolisms, right, the mechanisms, right, they have very few biochemical mechanisms, right, they do not have so much of metabolic activities, right? So because that is the reason why they use the host machinery to replicate their genetic material, right, as they have very few biochemical mechanisms of their own, right, of their own, right? So this is the reason, right, it is very difficult to make medicine to act against the particular metabolism, right, as each virus have very few specific biochemical mechanisms, so it is very difficult to prepare the antiviral drug which is basically specific, right, which is specific for that particular biochemical mechanism, right? Hence making antiviral drug is more difficult than making antibacterial drugs, because in case of the antibacterial medicines they have a particular mechanism to act upon the bacteria, that they will first degrade the cell wall of the bacteria and then they will stop their metabolism. But in viruses they have very few biochemical mechanisms of their own, right, and the medicine has to be, or the antiviral drug has to be produced such that can work upon that particular biochemical mechanism and stop it, right? So that is why it is very difficult to make this medicine, right? So by looking at the options we can say that the option C is the most appropriate one here, right? So we can say that the correct answer is option C, right?
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.